Creating a self-care routine isn't just about treating yourself once in a while, it's about building daily habits that support your physical, emotional, and mental well-being. With the right approach, self-care can become a powerful foundation for a healthier, more balanced life. But to be truly effective, it needs to be personal, sustainable, and flexible. Let's dive into how you can design a self-care routine that actually works for you and evolves with you over time. Today, we will talk about how to create a self-care routine that actually works, understanding self-care. Beyond the buzzword in today's fast-paced, constantly connected world, self-care has become a popular term, often linked with spa days, bubble baths, and pampering products. However, true self-care is much deeper and more meaningful than just occasional indulgence. At its core, self-care refers to any deliberate activity that we engage in to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. It's about creating sustainable habits that help us maintain balance, recharge our internal resources, and build resilience against life's inevitable stresses. Without a proper self-care routine, it's easy to become overwhelmed, burnt out, and emotionally depleted. Therefore, understanding the true essence of self-care, that it's an essential practice for survival, not a luxury, is the first step toward building a routine that genuinely supports your well-being. Identifying your personal needs. The foundation of effective self-care routine is not one-size-fits-all. What works for one person might not work for another, and this is why it's crucial to first identify your personal needs. Begin by examining the different areas of your life: physical, emotional, mental, social, and spiritual. Ask yourself reflective questions such as, where am I feeling depleted? What activities leave me feeling refreshed and restored? What parts of my life am I neglecting? By taking the time to assess your unique situation, you can tailor your self-care practices to address your specific gaps. For instance, someone who feels physically exhausted may prioritize sleep and nutrition, while someone who feels emotionally drained may focus more on therapy or journaling. The more accurately you identify your needs, the more effective and meaningful your self-care routine will be. Setting realistic and sustainable goals. Building habits, not chasing perfection. When designing a self-care routine, it's important to set realistic and sustainable goals. Many people make the mistake of trying to overhaul their lives overnight by committing to rigorous, unsustainable schedules of meditation, exercise, meal prepping, and journaling all at once. This often leads to burnout and a sense of failure when the goals inevitably prove too demanding. Instead, self-care should feel like a supportive addition to your life, not another source of pressure. Start small and be consistent. Choose one or two simple practices to begin with, such as committing to a 10-minute meditation in the morning or taking a short walk after dinner. Gradually build from there, adding new habits only when you feel ready. Sustainability is key. A simple, consistent routine will always be more effective than an elaborate plan that collapses after a few days. Incorporating different types of self-care. A holistic approach. Effective self-care addresses multiple dimensions of well-being, not just one. While physical self-care, such as exercising and eating healthy, is vital, neglecting emotional or spiritual needs can leave you feeling unbalanced. A holistic self-care routine should include activities from several categories: physical, sleep, nutrition, movement; emotional, therapy, emotional check-ins, expressing feelings; mental, mindfulness, continuous learning, setting boundaries; social, nurturing relationships, seeking support; and spiritual, meditation, time in nature, connecting with a sense of purpose. For example, a well-rounded routine might involve getting adequate sleep, practicing gratitude journaling, spending time with loved ones, and setting aside quiet time for reflection. By addressing your needs from multiple angles, you create a stronger foundation for overall well-being. Prioritizing consistency over intensity. The power of ritual. One of the most important principles of an effective self-care routine is consistency over intensity. Self-care practices do not need to be time-consuming or extravagant to be powerful. What matters more is making self-care a regular, non-negotiable part of your daily life. Think of self-care less as an emergency fix when things get bad and more as a daily ritual that keeps you grounded and resilient. Small daily practices such as drinking enough water, setting healthy boundaries, getting fresh air, or spending 5 minutes reflecting can have a profound cumulative effect over time. Consistency helps reinforce positive habits and rewires the brain to seek out healthy coping mechanisms naturally. It also sends a powerful subconscious message that your needs matter and deserve regular attention. The goal is to integrate self-care so seamlessly into your life that it becomes second nature rather than an occasional afterthought. Overcoming barriers, addressing guilt, time, and motivation. Despite understanding its importance, many people struggle to maintain a self-care routine due to common barriers like guilt, lack of time, or low motivation. Guilt often arises because self-care can be wrongly perceived as selfish, especially in cultures that prize constant productivity. It's crucial to reframe self-care as an act of responsibility rather than indulgence. By taking care of yourself, you are better equipped to take care of others and meet your obligations effectively. Time is another major hurdle, but it's important to realize that self-care doesn't have to consume large portions of your day. Even brief moments of intentionality, such as taking 3 deep breaths before a meeting or stretching for 5 minutes before bed, count as meaningful self-care. Motivation can be bolstered by setting clear intentions, tracking your progress, and rewarding yourself for consistency. Recognizing and addressing these barriers head-on can significantly increase your chances of sticking with your routine. Personalizing and evolving your routine. Staying flexible, and effective self-care routine must be flexible and responsive to the changes in your life. What works for you now may not serve you 6 months from now, and that's perfectly normal. Life circumstances, stress levels, energy, and personal priorities can all shift, requiring adjustments to your routine. Periodically check in with yourself and ask, are my current practices still meeting my needs? Is there anything I need more or less of? Flexibility ensures that your self-care routine remains supportive rather than rigid or burdensome. Personalizing your routine also means giving yourself permission to experiment. Try different activities and notice how they make you feel. Maybe you discover that yoga doesn't resonate with you, but walking outdoors does. Maybe traditional meditation feels challenging, but mindful coloring brings you peace. Tailoring your self-care to your genuine preferences and evolving needs will help you maintain it in the long run. Celebrating progress and practicing self-compassion, key to lasting change. Lastly, it's essential to celebrate your progress and practice self-compassion along the way. Building and maintaining a self-care routine is an ongoing journey, not a destination. There will be days when you fall short of your goals, and that's okay. Self-care is not about achieving perfection, but about cultivating kindness and care toward yourself, especially in moments of struggle. Acknowledge and celebrate small victories, such as sticking to a new habit for a week or noticing improved mood or energy levels. Use setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to criticize yourself. Self-compassion strengthens resilience and encourages you to continue nurturing yourself even when things don't go perfectly. The role of mindfulness in strengthening your self-care routine. Mindfulness plays a powerful role in deepening the effectiveness of any self-care routine. Practicing mindfulness means being fully present in the moment without judgment, and it allows you to tune into your body's signals, emotions, and needs more accurately. Incorporating mindfulness into your self-care practices, whether through meditation, mindful eating, deep breathing exercises, or simply pausing to check in with yourself throughout the day, can enhance your awareness and make your routine more intentional. Mindfulness helps you notice early signs of stress, fatigue, or emotional distress, giving you the opportunity to respond proactively rather than reactively. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay glowing with Glodian. See you in the